and Niven, someone ran up. The Streaker came up. I think Warren Beatty saying La La Land won Best Movie. I think that was instead of Moonlight. I think there's a lot of interesting moments at the Oscars. The Oscars are, at least it was a surprise. So
it was a surprise. I mean, listen, now they're saying that Will Smith should. I mean, I think they're looking into taking his Oscar back. That's what I heard. The latest.
Oh, is that what's going on to give it back?
That's what I heard.
Well, if that's the case, it's just a piece of material, he's still achieved great accomplishments in this world, and he's achieved great accomplishments as an actor, and he'll still be a great actor nonetheless.
The one thing before we move on that I thought was like where I heard Chris Rock like ran into Wanda Sykes at a party, and she's like, he was apologizing to her of like, this night's all about you, like you're one of the hosts, and now it's going to be about me, which I thought was nice.
Yeah, I don't think Chris Rock really owes anyone an apology. Oh, you mean Will Smith said that?
No, Chris Rock said that.
Oh, yeah, that's not. He's just being a good. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. That's what sweethearts do. He that's unnecessary, but that's very kind. And it was so great to see 3 female guest hosts. That was great. Tina and Amy did a superior job, but I thought Schumer saying like, did I miss something? The vibe is different in here. I love that she said that. I thought that was fantastic. Someone needed to say something. I mean, and it was great that she had the balls to do it. And I love Amy Schumer. I thought Wanda Sykes was great to see her back there. I love seeing people like that back, that know how to deliver and be a pro and be as funny as they always are. And to see Wanda back up there was just hilarious. That Kim Kardashian joke was so funny about Judi Dench.
Very funny. Very funny.
So it's great to see that kind of humor back. And that was really fun because I like the Ricky Gervais humor. When a man says that kind of humor, it's different. When a woman says it, it's okay, I guess. But I'm not biased. So I just love that kind of humor. I love it when it's a little biting. There's something about poking fun at the big celebrities, I mean, after all, it is an Oscar-winning ceremony, and they are getting awards. So why not poke fun at them? It's not a roast. It's and they choose a comedic. I mean, Billy Crystal was always my favorite host, and he was the king of Oscar hosts as far as I was concerned. Sorry, that's an ambulance coming by. I'm about to have a heart attack. I forgot to tell you.
I was gonna say, normally people here where I'm in New York, I'm like, I have to apologize to people and be like, I am in a nice building, I'm up high, I'm not on the streets, but all of a sudden we hear sirens, people. All of a sudden. No, I mean, right. And I don't think anyone should feel sorry for any joke against Kim Kardashian. I think she's doing just fine as it is. Like, I don't think anyone should feel.
Yeah, no. But I just thought that was a very funny joke. Work harder next time. That's Judi Dench.
Do you think?
She laughed herself, but she has a sense of humor. Judi Dench had a sense of humor. So there you go.
Kim has a sense of humor. Do you think, like I look at like a Joan Rivers, like, Joan Rivers was unapologetically like, I can say what I want. I remember going to see her live like the day after Michael Jackson passed away. And she's like, here's a Michael Jackson is passed away joke. Like, is there a fine line as a comedian, or, I mean, it's just really, I'm curious.
Yeah, I think there's a definite fine line right now. Yes, for sure. I don't know if that'll ever go back to being okay to say whatever you want to say. I don't think it's just a different age, but that's okay. We can still find humor in other. You don't have to be crass, and we don't have to be insensitive. As long if it's funny, it's funny, and that's the most important thing. You can be heartwarmingly funny. A lot of the sketches that I'm going to be doing on my show have a lot to do with kids, in a good way. We're going to be doing funny stuff with kids. I have an idea about a news anchor show where it's bring the kids work day, and one of the newscasters is going to bring their kids. I just think that's a funny concept for a sketch, anyway, so I just think there's humor. I like family humor. That's where I'm directed. That's where I'm going towards. So
I love it. you've done so many impersonations. Also, you mentioned like Antonio Banderas. You also did like Anne Heche, like David Lee Roth. Have you ever heard from someone that you've impersonated that's just been so thrilled with how it came out?
I know Harrison Ford, when a friend, Paul Thomas Anderson, was casting There Will Be Blood. I guess he met with Harrison Ford, and he said, I'm meeting Harrison Ford, this is prior to, to getting Daniel Day-Lewis. And I said, ask Harrison Ford. I tried to ask Harrison Ford if he's friends with me. And he said, I don't believe it. There's no way that Harrison Ford's friends with you. And I said, yes, he is. I swear to God, he is. I got very excited. And he did. He asked Harrison Ford, he says, do you know Chris Kattan? Are you friends with Chris Kattan? And Harrison Ford said, I don't know what it is about that guy, but I like him. So I thought that was awfully cute. Harrison Ford's like my hero, my childhood hero anyway.
Really?
So,
what about the opposite? Have you ever heard from someone that you've impersonated that just was not thrilled?
I heard Antonio Banderas wasn't too happy about my impression. He hosted, and I was flown in to do an impression of him, but quickly Tina Fey wrote up a thing where I did a Weekend Update feature where I wanted to play Antonio Banderas, but he wouldn't allow it. So that was what the sketch was about. But Lauren flew me in for that. So Lauren's always had my back. So
wait, so you were gonna
when it comes to comedy, he's always had my back.
It was gonna be you like playing Antonio with Antonio?
Yeah, because it was a sketch called the Antonio, it was called the, how do you say? Yes, show with your host, Antonio Banderas. So,
and then that happened, or that never happened?
No, it did not happen. Not with him. I did that sketch before. I did with Drew Barrymore and Jennifer Love Hewitt and a few other people, but it did not happen with Antonio.
And he
wasn't a fan of it. Some people have a sense of humor. I don't know. But that was okay. It's okay that at least I was allowed to go on the show and say I can do an Antonio Banderas impression.
He just wasn't up for it. What was it like?
No,
so many people have come and gone, but there you are tapping J-Lo's ass, that scene. Like, what was it like working with J-Lo? Did J-Lo like kind of hang out? What was that like?
She was great to work with. You've seen her in film. She's very funny and very gifted, and she's a lot of fun to work with. And she did a Mango sketch with me. It was a diva battle, Divas Live, Mango, J-Lo, or J-Ho, as I called her. That's what Mango called her anyway. And that was great. That was so much fun, and that was one of the better Mango sketches.